Welcome to episode 2 of Nissa Talks. Welcome back. I believe in women owning their sexiness. I think that people try to make us feel ashamed about being sexy, but that's a huge part of me as a person. Like, that's something I never want to lose. And I think sometimes people get ashamed to call themselves sexy or to like be sexy. Of course, it's all subjective, like what you find sexy, but owning owning your sexuality, owning your energy, owning what makes you feel good. Like when you look in the mirror, do you look at you and be like, yes, that's how I am. So, and it took a while to get there. Because I feel like I always felt like I was sexy, probably since I was a teenager. That's problematic. But definitely as I worked out more, like I just, and being in my own energy, I just found myself to be really sexy. And that's something that I push for women to feel. Because if you don't feel that way about yourself, how can someone else feel that way about you? Right? So owning your sexiness. That's a huge part about who I am as a person. I'm just in this space right now where I am rebuilding, I am rediscovering, I am taking chances. I'm also confused sometimes, but I'm very focused. I'm just like in a really pivotal time. Somewhere in my mid-20s, I did not really care to get married anymore, and I did not want kids. And I was just like willing to live my life in a way where I would never give my power to anyone. No one can take my power. But I just never want to put myself in like a vulnerable situation like that where kids are on the line and someone has control over my life and that much emotions are involved. It's not my thing. It was just like super scary for me. And I was just like, that is not how I want to live my life. And then I was like, maybe I would have one kid, but like I did not want to be married and have a kid. Like I would, it's such a vulnerable thing, and like vulnerability was not my strength. But something shifted about when I turned 26, and I really started thinking about life, and my values shifted a bit, and I appreciated the idea of family more. And I thought for the right person it's worth the risk. That's where I'm at now. I'm still there. I'm like, for the right person is worth the risk. But I'm personally like not like one of those people. I just know I'm just not one of those people who would settle down with just anyone. I want like the absolute best. I just want someone who is just really aligned with me, who makes me feel alive, who was fun, who is a provider, who's extremely smart, but a great person, family oriented. Like the bar is very like high. Like someone who I would be able to stay interested in and really want to build a life with. Bar is high. So that those are just my standards. So outside of that, I made up my mind like, I would commit if I met the right person. Outside of that, no. But yeah. So just to say, I have just been through this transition of just figuring out what life looks like for me, what's important to me, what does it look like getting to that, being in that place. In career, I love fitness. But lately I've been thinking also outside of fitness, like what does my brand look like outside of fitness? And I've been kind of shifting gears in that way. I think I have a lot more to offer in the fitness, and fitness will always be like one of my biggest passions. I love helping women be healthy, fall in love with themselves. I love training women. But I thought about, like, me at 35, 36, my fitness brand will always be here. It's definitely a goal of mine to just always have Nissa Fit, expand Nissa Fit. But I definitely want to start other businesses and do other things and expand what I've been doing and connect with other people. So that has just been my laser focus as of lately. Just thinking about, I am someone who thinks about the future heavily. I consider myself a visionary, a futurist, for the most part. But I am here, but I'm always trying to think like 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. I believe in innovation. I'm always thinking of what is the next best thing, what is going to help people, what is going to make sense. So right now I'm thinking about Manisa at 40, God willing, thinking about Manisa at 35, and I'm making decisions for an older version of myself that I don't know yet. And I've always done that. That's just always been my personality. I think about the future a lot and I make decisions that I would hope older me will look back and thank younger me for making the right choice. And that's where I'm at now, thinking about my mid 30s and my 40s, 45, 50. What will my life look like based on the decisions I make today? And yeah, it's been amazing. I've just really have been taking life in strides, but also surrendering to the moment and what's happening right now, and understand the lessons that are going on in my life, what I need to learn, how I should navigate, and making really intentional decisions based on that. I read people really well, and I am just not good at maintaining or faking relationships to get ahead, to get anything, or that's just not genuine. It's just not my energy. I truly believe that anything that I want for myself in this world, of course, people will help me along the way if they believe in what I'm doing. But a lot of times it's going to be initiated by me, created by me, and moved by me. And people will probably hop on once it's already far along. So that's really been my experience with a lot of things. Just like building things from the ground up, putting in the work in, and people kind of seeing it like after the fact, which doesn't bother me. It just really makes me really self-aware that like I can just do anything I put my mind to. I don't need cosigns from people. I don't need permission. There's nothing in this world that I can't do or accomplish when I'm focused, when I'm gritty, and when I'm very serious about it. And that's just how I've always been as a kid. Like, I really believe in myself. That's another thing that if you ever are around me, or if you just like see how I move, like I'm someone who is really confident in my ability to get things done. I believe in execution. I'm not a perfectionist. I just love executing things, and for me it's really gratifying, but it has its pros and cons, because long term I am someone, I'm learning to plan. I believe in planning now to some extent, but I really believe in just doing things and figuring out as you go along. Like, yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm starting off with shorter episodes and going into longer episodes. Let me know other topics that you want me to talk about. We can talk about so many amazing things. But yeah, I'm just in this really pivotal stage and I'm really excited about it. And I am doing things outside my comfort zone, like making this episode of Nissa Talks, because I really realized that like I'm able to talk about me in the past, like past tense me, so comfortably, but I am not as comfortable talking about me in the present, which is also important. Like, walk with me now, see who I am right now. So this is outside my comfort zone, so I'm working to be able to speak about myself in the present moment, where I'm at in my life and how I'm navigating it. So expect more of that. I love you guys. Ask me any questions. Ask me anything that I brought up that you want me to go deeper on. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Ciao.